Geno coming back down to earth. And I hear that a lot. Like, oh, he's going to come back down. He's going to come back down. And he had an amazing season, especially for him. 30 touchdowns, highest completion percentage in the NFL. Threw for like 4,300 yards. Like, he balled out. And all they did was give him more weapons. They said, okay, go ahead, get Jackson Smith-Njigba. You got Zach Charbonnet. He runs like a monster, and he's going to be running with Kenneth Walker, right? So, now it's like, hey, in another year in that offense. So I want to ask you, because he says coming back down to earth. Who comes back down to earth first? Or if you had to put money on one of these guys who would come back down to earth, Geno Smith or Brock Purdy? And the Brock Purdy coming back down to earth, what I'm talking about is your version of what you saw at Iowa State as opposed to what you saw with him as a 49er.
See, the thing is that when I watch the tape on Purdy, it looks like he's fixed from Iowa State. And at Iowa State, his biggest issue was the turnovers. And they'd come in like the most inopportune moments. They'd be in the fourth quarter. They'd be in a close game. And then you look at the tape and like, bro, you could have just thrown that shit out of bounds. that was the problem. That was his problem at Iowa State. It was making the throw that you didn't have to. He has eliminated that.
Tony Romo like.
Yeah, he's just eliminated it completely from his game. If you watch the tape of him at Iowa State, I mean, bro, he would make the worst decisions late in games. The worst decisions you could possibly think of. The thing is with Brock, with Geno, is this: you named all those stats he put up, and we still beat him 3 times.
Right.
So again, I think that we have a direct blueprint on how to play him. Right? We know how to game plan for
him. Just how to beat that team, because if you actually look at his performance against the Niners, it's not
terrible. But he
on paper, it doesn't look bad.
The majority of his stats have come in garbage time because we'd be beating the shit out of them. And then they listen, the last 2, and this is for anybody betting, the last 3 times the 49ers have played the Seattle Seahawks, DK Metcalf has scored the last touchdown. Because they're still throwing the ball when they're down by 21 late in the game. And the last 2 times I bet it too. The last time was plus 1,200 in the playoff game. He caught the last touchdown of the game. Last touchdown, DK Metcalf. He scored the last touchdown when we beat them in the playoffs. Just generally speaking, again, I love the weapon group. I think Lockett with DK and I think JSN is going to be unbelievable in the NFL. I think that we're going to see how many teams try to replicate what the 49ers threw at Geno Smith, because we've seen him before, right? We have like a general idea, a consensus idea of like what he is and what we've seen before. Give him all the credit in the world last year. He was lights out. And playing from the pocket, he was probably one of like the top 5 quarterbacks in football. His playing from the pocket last year, his mobility in the pocket was, we've never seen that from him, where it's as far as like just stepping up and just finding different angles to just deliver the ball. He was outstanding last year. If coming back to earth, I don't think Brock Purdy ever got on the spaceship.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Like Geno on the spaceship right now. Brock ain't never get on the spaceship. He just on the ride, man. And I hate because people are like, he made plays, but it's like that. It's like the scene in Gone in 60 Seconds when the 2 FBI agents are chasing Nicolas Cage, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, this guy can drive," and the black guy's like, and he corrects himself. He's like, "It's probably mostly the car. It's not really him. It's the car he's in. You know what I mean? He's not really the one whipping it. It's the car. The car's doing most of the work." That's Brock Purdy, man. The car is really nice, and now you get a Tesla and drive itself.
He's driving the Tesla.
He just
hands off the steering wheel,
sitting in the driver's seat, bro. And Ayuk and Debo and all them, they in the back seat, they in the SUV, just like, don't crash, please, and we'll be all right. Look at the way the players talked after the game. That's exactly how it felt. Like, bro, like he crashed the car and we was in the driveway. Like that's how it felt. That's how it felt after we lost. Like, bro, how did you crash the car getting out the driveway?
Right, and your reference is Brock Purdy getting hit on the elbow. Now he's hurt. That's him crashing the car. And not saying it was his fault, but it happened. And then now all of a sudden it's like, now they're like, damn, well, what do we do now?
Yeah. Or it's like, I guess with the Tesla now, it's the battery went dead. You know what I mean? Like, you can't put gas. You can't run out of gas, and the shit just died, bro. And there's no charging station anywhere near. We're fucked right now. We're just
all right, yeah, we don't want to, and that's exactly what happened. That's a great analogy. I might have to steal that. The 49ers were basically a Tesla with Brock Purdy driving it on self-drive, and before they knew it, the damn thing ran out of batteries. There was no charger station in the next 30 miles, and they got stuck on their way to the Super Bowl.
That's exactly what it was. The fucking Tesla died.